Hi, this is Scott Pop for Mobility Minute, and we're going to talk about postural expansion. What is postural expansion? Well, I like to think of postural expansion as the culmination of two of our major developments that we go through as a child and through development all the way through human lifetime. And that is when we go from a blob that lays to a blob that sits to a blob that stands to a person that moves about the earth. And so we are constantly expanding upward and outward in our health and human development. As we age, we lose the power to expand upward and outward, and thus we start to collapse inward and we start to counter-rotate less. And so you can see people's posture change and their gait change as they age. And so we want to combat that with what we call postural expansion. And in chiropractic, basically, mobilization or manipulation or adjusting or whatever you want to call it is a form of postural expansion, because what do most chiropractors do is they adjust the mid-back forward, they adjust the head into rotation and the pelvis into rotation. So essentially what they're doing is expanding us upward and outward. Let me just describe those two expansion points. Expansion upward is like taking a string at the apex of our skull and lifting it straight up so we stand nice and tall. When that happens, our chest comes up, our belly comes in, our body should look fairly lined up. We shouldn't have this forward head collapsed posture. So expansion upward brings our head back over our shoulders, our pelvis over our ankles, and our chest expands upward and downward on the backside. Then the gait motion is the second part to this expansion process. And when you step forward with one leg, the chest rotates opposite. And then to look straight ahead, our head is actually opposite the shoulders. So we have all of these parts of our body on this vertical axis counter-rotating. And as we have a youthful gait, we are expanded upward and we walk, exaggerate, we walk like this. A poor gait as people age is a collapsed posture and a waddle gait like this. So we want to emphasize this youthful expansion upward and youthful expansion outward. And what you can do to do a self-exercise is practice lifting up your chest, retracting your chin, drawing in your belly button, making sure you use your diaphragm to breathe, which is down and through here, not up through here. So when you breathe in, your expansion should be down in your belly, outward here or forward here, not your chest going up like this. And then you can take your body from this expansion point and counter-rotate it. So your left leg would go forward, your right arm would go forward, and you're going to look directly over your thumb. And now if we want to even take it one step further, you're going to collapse it to the side like this. Head to the side, lower back to the side, and even look your eyes in one direction or the other. It's a great balance exercise, believe it or not, to work with your eyes at that end range, because you will find that you're very, very weak with your what we call proprioceptive system at that point. So you're going to take it and expand out both ways. So go the opposite, right leg forward, left arm forward, look straight over your arm, bring the other one way back, and laterally flex. This really accentuates it. Then you can look up with your eyes or look down with your eyes. It's hard. I even have a hard time with it too. So practice expansion upward and counter rotation and lateral flexion. Great. You'll find snags in your system. Snags meaning restriction points that feel tight. And really emphasize that part of the motion at that end range to really feel suppleness return into those areas. So anyway, expansion upward and counter-rotate in the gait position and laterally flex for good suppleness of your spine, and the expansion method that you can do on your own versus relying upon me doing it for you. So this is Scott Pop for Mobility Minute. Thanks for watching.